In Pokemon Legends Arceus, Palkia received a new form called Palkia Origin, much like Giratina's origin form from back in Generation 4. This new form of Palkia, along with the original Palkia, will be available to use in Generation 9 after the release of Pokemon Home. How will Palkia Origin stack up against the all-new Uber's threats, Miraidon, Koraidon, and the powerful Paradox forms, and of course, all of the other returning legendaries? Let's take a look. But first, please remember that the Pokemon Flamigo is currently in some trouble after making a few short-sighted and impulsive decisions. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you forgive Flamigo and just want to make sure that he's alright. Thank you. Palkia Origin is required to hold a specific item called the Lustrous Globe to enter its origin form. This item grants a 1.2 times damage boost to dragon and water type attacks. Palkia's origin form is mostly the same as the original Palkia, but with 20 points subtracted from attack and added to speed. This is a pretty nice redistribution. Palkia's 120 base attack can be useful, but it's primarily used as a special attacker in most games. This extra speed is definitely more useful than attack. 120 base speed is nice, but unfortunately for Palkia Origin, Gen 9 has introduced some of the speediest new Ubers Pokemon we've ever seen. Both of the new fast motorcycle cover legendaries, Koraidon and Miraidon, have base 135 speed, and so do Fluttermane and Wo-Chien Pow. Iron Bundle even has a base speed of 136. All of these Pokemon can greatly threaten Palkia Origin. For this reason, running max speed on Palkia Origin will probably not be too worthwhile. The only real benefit to a plus speed nature on this Pokemon is outrunning Iron Treads, but there isn't much else. But thanks to this higher base speed, Palkia Origin can now afford to use a modest nature, maximizing its special attack, while still outrunning a good portion of the metagame. Although Palkia Origin is forced to hold the Lustrous Globe instead of a potentially superior item, this isn't a bad choice on this more offensive variant of Palkia. Dragon Water is a great type combination both offensively and defensively, and enhancing these stab types is very good. Palkia Origin matches up well against many of the new defensive Pokemon we've been seeing in Gen 9 Ubers. Iron Treads has been a popular defensive utility Pokemon in the format, and Palkia Origin can threaten it super effectively. Tinglu is also threatened by Palkia Origin. Water Absorb Clodsire has been a popular choice too, and Palkia Origin has access to Earth Power, which deals respectable damage to it. Kyogre will be returning to Gen 9 as well after Home. The original Palkia has always been solid against Kyogre with ×4 water resistance and access to Thunder. Palkia Origin will be much the same, but now you can outrun non-Scarf Kyogre with a modest nature, meaning you threaten Kyogre and whatever switches in much more than the original Palkia does. A ×4 water resistance is also useful against Palafin, and a ×4 fire resistance along with that extra base speed helps out against Chi-Yu. The biggest roadblock for Palkia Origin in Gen 9 Ubers will be all of the new fast, offensive Pokemon that can threaten it with super effective damage. Palkia Origin will be revenge KO'd quite easily, and its lower speed compared to these threats will sacrifice momentum for your team as a result. There's a lot of stiff competition as a special attacker and wall breaker in this generation. My personal prediction is that the metagame will be a bit too fast-paced and dangerous for Palkia Origin, as well as its original form, to truly thrive and be dominant. But with that excellent typing and a vast set of offensive tools, it will of course still be a viable choice that's worth considering. What do you think of Palkia Origin? Do you think it will end up having higher usage than the standard Palkia? And what would you like me to talk about next? Let me know down below in the comments, and thank you for watching. Thank you to the patrons. Become a patron to appear on this funny end screen alongside your favorite Pokemon, and for access to various other rewards such as video requests.
The money got different, 'cause of what I'm spending. The money got different.
Oh, it's
'Cause of what
Megaphone!
I'm spending.
Whoa!
The money
KO
got
by one
different.
hit! It
'Cause
scattered
of what I'm
Spike!
spending. The money got different. 'Cause of what I'm spending.